How did you come into the orbit of Vangelis and begin working with him?
Well, after the Twist album, Polydor still wanted to keep me signed up, so they were looking for producers and different people that I could collaborate with. And a guy called Andrew Hoy, who was the head of A&R at Polydor, used to work for Vangelis as a personal assistant. And he asked me if I would be interested in going to see Vangelis. And I said, yeah, of course I would.
Oh, yeah.
And I got an invite round to Vangelis's flat in Queensgate, and it was a majestic big room with keyboards everywhere, grand piano and recording equipment. He had the 24 track in his living room. So I was invited round for an evening, and of course he started playing stuff and a couple of sequences going, and it was like, what am I supposed to do? Write a song.
Okay.
He said, "You write now."
Did he?
And so that was it. I was in the deep end.
Uh-huh.
And Don't Be Foolish was the single. And we
Yes,
virtually finished it in one evening.
yes.
And then we went to Nemo Studios, which was Vangelis's main studio, and mastered it there, finished it off, did a few overdubs, and it was amazing, really, to watch the guy work and hear how he did it. It was totally spontaneous.
Yes.
There
yes.
was no sort of hard graft. It was just see what happens.
It was of the moment. Yes, yes.
Very much.
Right.
It taught me quite a lot about how to go about songwriting, really. He influenced me a hell of a lot. Bit of a genius, I think.
Yes, that would be an apt description for him. It definitely.
He was doing the Chariots of Fire at the same time, roughly about the same time as my collaboration. Blade Runner and
yeah, I was going to say so many great soundtracks.
Stunning, yeah.
I enjoyed his early work with Aphrodite's Child. I enjoyed that too.
Yeah,
if you're familiar with that.
I met Demis once or twice.
Oh,
he used to wander in.
Did he?
He lost such a lot of weight. I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, because he was big. He was big. Oh wow! Yeah, yes.
They're quite an interesting band, Aphrodite's Child.
Yes.
It was kind of before the synthesizer. He was using piano and organ, and the synthesizer didn't quite come in till a bit later on, and it was an amazing experience.
Yes,
singing on his album as well. See You Later. That was quite an experience.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Well, he hadn't used lyrics and vocals on very much of his material before, and all of a sudden he started writing these multi-track suggestion and things like that, and there was kind of obscure phrases that he just pulled out of the air and said, "You sing that there, sing that there," and then I just did what I was told, and it was abstract, I didn't know where it was going to go or how the song was structured, and over the weeks of making that album, I just used to hang around and watch what was going on. It was fascinating
to see the process. Were there many overdubs and things like that?
Yeah, a lot of overdubs.
Okay.
His setup was modular. Everything was linked together, MIDI interfaces everywhere, and it was all SMPTE tracked to the reel-to-reel tape recorder. So it was always ready to record when he felt like it. He might sit around for 4 hours doing nothing, then he'll go,
yeah.
I just want to do this, and the engineer would have to get up and it would be ready because he said, "Right, I'm going. I'll play now." The machine always went on, always recording.
Yeah, when the inspiration struck him.
Yeah.
Right. The muse. Yes, exactly. Wow.